Hi everyone, my name is Elric Gian Avery Vertudaz Zabangco, and today I will be discussing about the 5 animal groups. And the groups are mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and fish. Mammals. Mammals are warm-blooded. They have fur or hair on their bodies. They feed their young with milk. They have a bony skeleton with a backbone. They breathe air using their lungs. They live on land, air, and water. An example of a mammal. A bear. A bear's common name is a bear. Its type is a mammal. Its diet is an omnivore. They have non-retractable claws, short tails, and excellent sense of smell. During winter, when food is scarce, most bears have an effective survival solution: hibernation, a physical state in which the heart rate, body temperature, metabolism, and respiration is lowered. Grizzly and black bears can go for 100 days so without eating, drinking, urinating, or defecating. They live off a layer of fat that they build up during the summer and the fall. Birds. Birds are warm-blooded. They have feathers, beaks, and scalps on their feet. They have 2 feet and 2 wings. They have light bones which helps them in flying. They lay eggs which they keep in their nest until they hatch. Birds live in different parts of the world, such as remote islands and polar regions. An example of a bird: the Philippine eagle, our national bird. Its type is a bird. Its diet is a carnivore. The Philippine eagle inhabits montane forest, mostly in steep and rugged mountains. Its diet varies depending on the availability of prey on different islands. Their primary prey species is the Philippine flying lemur, although they also hunt palm civets, monkeys, snakes, monitor lizards, and sometimes other birds of prey. The most frequently heard noise made by the Philippine eagle are loud, high-pitched whistles ending with inflections in pitch. Reptiles. Reptiles are cold-blooded. Their skin is covered with tough, dry scales. They use their lungs to breathe. Most have 4 legs. Most reptiles lay eggs. An example of a reptile: the Nile crocodile. The Nile crocodile's common name is the Nile crocodile. Its type is a reptile. Its diet is a carnivore. The diet of the crocodile is mainly fish, but it will attack almost anything unfortunate enough to cross its path, including zebras, small hippos, porcupines, birds, and other crocodiles. It will also scavenge carrion and can eat up to half its body weight at a feeding. And most reptiles lay their eggs and move on. Amphibians. Amphibians live on land and water. Amphibians lay eggs on the water. Young amphibians breathe through gills. Adults breathe through their lungs and their skin. Amphibians are cold-blooded. Amphibians have smooth, moist skin. An example of an amphibian: the northern leopard frog. Its common name is the northern leopard frog. Its type is an amphibian. Its diet is a carnivore. They generally live near in ponds and marshes, but will often venture into well-covered grasslands as well, earning them into their own common name, the meadow frog. Leopard frogs will eat just about anything that they can fit in their mouths. They sit still and wait for their prey to happen by, then pounce with their powerful legs. They eat beetles, ants, flies, worms, smaller frogs including their own species, and even birds and garter snakes. Fish live in salt water or fresh water. Their bodies are covered with scales. They breathe underwater using their gills. They use tails and fins to swim in the water. They have a well-developed skeleton, and fish are cold-blooded. An example of a fish, the clownfish. The clownfish's common name is the clownfish. Its type is a fish. Its diet is omnivorous. It can feed on undigested food from their host anemones, and the fecal matter from the anemone fish provides nutrients to the sea anemone. Anemone fish primarily feed on a small zooplankton from the water column, such as copepods and the tunicate larvae, with a small portion of their diet coming from algae. That's all. Thank you.